Hi guys, it's Amber and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. Today I decided it would be fun for me to waste my money and purchase all three of the new kits for The Sims 4 so that you guys don't have to. So I'll be doing an overview on the kits, what's in them, and then just kind of going over what I think about them and what I think about their value. So today, The Sims 4 released a new type of pack that's supposed to contain bite-sized gameplay. So basically it allows you to select just small bits of gameplay that you want. They retail for $4.99. So that is about half the price of a stuff pack for The Sims 4. These are the first three kits to be released, and we'll kind of see, I guess, what the future for these look like. But it's definitely been something that there's been a lot of talk and debate about. So we'll look at these and then we'll kind of get into what my opinions on them are. So we'll start off in cast because it's my favorite place to be. So we'll start with cast. And for cast, the first thing that we're going to look at is everything from the Throwback Fit kit. So I put together this little outfit for Rashida. She's testing out everything for me. And I honestly bought this kit for this bucket hat. I feel no shame. I'm willing to admit that. That is my truth. I purchased this kit so that I could have this bucket hat. I don't really have any regrets. I really like this bucket hat. I think it's really cute. This outfit is one that I put together. I think it's my favorite pieces. So I really like this bucket hat. I think this full-bodied outfit is my favorite of all the outfits included in this new pack. I really love this colorway as well. All of these pieces do have very consistent colorways, so across all the different pieces, across the genders and across the age groups, you will see that the color palette is very similar. I do like that. I don't feel like we usually get that. I feel like the color patterns are usually pretty inconsistent for this game, so that's actually pretty good. Also, I do really like these shoes. I actually don't like them in the solid colors that much, but I do really like them in like these mixed colors. The only problem is that there's not anything to match a lot of the patterns in my opinion, so you kind of have to go with these solid colors. But I feel like in those kind of mixed colors, they give more of like a Jordan look, and I think that's kind of what they're going for, and I really enjoy that. This pack did come, or this kit, it's not a packed kit, did come with some styled looks. So I also had her wear some of these, so that's what she's wearing in this first outfit. This skirt's probably my least favorite piece in this kit. I don't really like it. I do like that. I guess it's different. It doesn't look like something too much like anything we really already have, but I just don't really see myself using it. I like this top. It's also one of my favorite pieces. It's probably my favorite top that came with this kit. And I can see myself using it, but in general, this is probably my least favorite outfit. And then she's wearing these same shoes because they're the only shoes that came with the pack. This is another one of the styled looks. So it comes with two styled looks for the feminine frame. Again, I just love this colorway. I think it's so cute. This jacket, I think, is kind of one of the more controversial pieces in the kit because it definitely has a very similar style to a couple of items we already have kind of with these jackets over something. I think it's pretty similar to me to this one that came with Island Living, as well as, where is it? It also kind of gives me a very similar vibe to this one that came with University. So I think that of all the pieces we got in this new kit, I think this one's probably the one that's, I don't know, it gives me just a very similar vibe to things we already have. I do really like this color palette. Like I said, I like this color palette across the board. I think it's really cute. And I can definitely see myself using this. I love pastels and that kind of stuff, so it's definitely something I would use. Additionally, I also put together this little outfit. I actually think it's really cute. I don't know that I'll use this little top a ton, but I do think that it would be good for like athletic wear and that kind of stuff. I think it adds something for that. Then these lounge pants, I always think are cute. I just like these kind of pants. I don't really wear them in real life, but I think they look really cute in my Sims, so they'd be good for like athletic or sleepwear. I do think we maybe have some things that are kind of similar to it, but again, I just like the palette. I think it looks nice. And then this last outfit is very, very chill. Like these little shorts definitely just look like little sleep shorts to me. I do think they're cute. And then this top's pretty similar to the other top, but I think it's cute. All in all, I think that the young adult female or the female frame clothes are nice. I like them. I don't know that there's that much variety. I think this is definitely the sort of thing that like if you're into this style, it works well, but if you're not, it just kind of doesn't. Also, we will go ahead and try out the couple of pieces that they added for a masculine frame. There are only 2 tops added for the masculine frame, which is definitely not a surprise. I think everyone knows how The Sims goes. You definitely get a lot of feminine frame items and significantly less male frame items. I do like that the color palette is similar across the males, so it had the same color palette. And I do actually really like this top. It does kind of remind me of Snowy Escape with the bag, but I think this mesh is really nice and it looks really good. I think we'll be able to see a lot of beautiful things from CC creators with it. I also absolutely love this piece, and I kind of wish they just made it for the female frame as well. I don't really think anything about it is particularly masculine, but I do actually love this jacket and this piece. It's probably my favorite thing that they added. I love the way it looks. And then the male frame also got this pair of sweatpants. Again, pretty similar to some pants I think that we already have in game, but put with this outfit, I do really enjoy it. The shoes are for both the male and female frames, so you can see those for both. And then there are 2 more full-bodied outfits. So these are just some dresses for the female frame. I, in theory, like this dress, but I'm really not a fan. I can see a couple Sims maybe being in their style, but it's not really my style. And then I love this. It reminds me of my youth. I definitely used to rock a couple of the polo dresses, so I really like it for that reason. But if you don't have the nostalgia, I can see it not being your thing. I popped in some kids just so we could check out the clothes for them as well. They do have one styled look. And this is just the same as the essentially the same as that masculine frame outfit, except it doesn't have the turtleneck. I love this little outfit though, especially in this color pattern. It's serving me absolute 90s realness and I love it. So I do really enjoy this. The kids did also get the bucket hat, so I like that. I like that everyone got the bucket hat. This outfit makes me happy. This is throwback realness. They also got this same dress that you can see for the adult females as well. I think that's the only difference for male and female. And then they also again got these same shoes. For the toddlers, as is per usual for the toddlers, there's not a ton, but they did also get the bucket hat. So we do have the bucket hat included for toddlers, so I think that's cute. Again, the full same color palette, so I do enjoy that that's consistent across the board. I like that. I appreciate that. I feel like that's something they should do more. I would love to see them more frequently just use the same palette for everyone all the time. But we're gonna get rid of these little children's that I added because we don't need them, but I just wanted to kind of show off the clothing with them. And while we're here in cast, I figure we can go ahead and look at the 2 new aspirations that came with Bust the Dust, which is the other kit or one of the other kits that came out. So we have Perfectly Pristine, and the description of this is: this sim likes their home to be presentable and clean all the time. Taking pride in their pristine homes, these sims shoot for perfection and thrive when they have a spotless house to show off to guests. And both of these are located under location. I don't really know how I feel about that. I don't know that it really makes sense, but I guess it makes as much sense as anything else. I don't know if that's really a category that it fits in, so I guess this makes sense. But I kind of associate location with wanting to live in like a certain area. These are the first ones that have been kind of different to that for me. And then the other one is Fabulously Filthy. It's basically the opposite of perfectly pristine. So this Sim revels in filthy, messy homes and avoids cleaning at all costs. Procrastinate, dodge chores, lower your standards, and find creative ways to thrive in the filthiest environments. So I think we'll stick with the fabulously filthy for her, and then we'll kind of go into a little house that I downloaded off the gallery so that we can show off the other kit, which is the country kitchen kit. So we're in this little house. I had to download off the gallery. You guys know I don't build. It's not my thing and I just never do it. But this is the country kitchen kit build by Simply Laurel. It's available on the gallery. I downloaded it so I could plop it down so she could live somewhere. There is a new pre-built room. There is this new room that came with the kit, so they do have one. So if you don't feel like building, if you're like me, you're not really a good builder, they do have a pre-built room that you can just plop down if you want to use all the stuff from the country kitchen kit. But there it is. I also think it's important, just kind of so we can get this visual. So this is everything that is included in the two kits that have any build by stuff in them. So all of this along the top is going to be your country kitchen, and then we also have all of the vacuums that come with the Dust the Bus kit. So this is kind of going to be everything you're seeing right here. This is everything that's going to be included in these kits. We already saw everything that was in the Throwback Fit kit, so this is everything that you can expect to get in the build by everything in this kitchen, as well as these cleaning items. We do have, you know, essentially the same consistent color palette across, well, not really. So we have these vacuums. There's a couple different color options across them. These hand vacuums look pretty similar to me, I guess, to the ones that came with Eco Lifestyle, the smog vacuum, but they're different. This is probably my favorite vacuum just because I really love that pattern. We will go ahead and get rid of all of these, except we'll leave her with one of each. So we'll leave her with a pink hand vacuum and a pink regular vacuum, just so we can kind of test out how those work. But before we do that, I figured we'd kind of look at the country kitchen set. So I am actually a pretty big fan of this set. I think it's really cute. And I think most importantly, it comes in actually a really, really cute color palette. Like, I love these lavender cabinets. I think they're really nice. And I think it's kind of different for The Sims, but it also comes in black and white, which I think is also really important. But I love the pinks, the blues, especially this blue. It looks kind of worn and I like that. Also, and I am so proud to say, this kit did come with matching cabinets, so I think that's really good. It's been a little bit and I feel like we haven't been getting matching cabinets for the last couple of packs, and I think that's been kind of hard for a lot of people that do a lot of building, because you kind of want that consistency across your build. So I think that's definitely really helpful. I think these pieces are really cute. I can definitely see myself using them. So it does come with kind of all of your kitchen basics. You have your counters, your cabinet, this kind of little shelf is cute, a couple of clutter items, but not very many. And I think that's, if anything, is my biggest complaint. I think that's my biggest complaint for this kit, is that there's not as much clutter as I would have liked to have seen from something that's called a country kitchen. I just associate country kitchens with a lot of clutter. I'm just kind of going through showing you all the different color options. This is really pretty. Showing you all the different color options for all of these different items, just so you can kind of see that, kind of see what you would be getting with this. Everything's very consistent, I will say that. The color patterns kind of match all the way across everything in this kit, and I think that's really nice. I think that makes it a lot easier to build with. Obviously, everyone knows sometimes it can be kind of difficult to build in The Sims 4 because it's hard to get all your packs to match. So using these items, you can get a very consistent look and color palette, because they will match all the way across. So I guess that's nice. I think this one's probably worth it. if you like building, or even if you really don't, because I'm not much of a builder, but this was definitely the kit that I was the most excited for because I wanted to be able to kind of get that look for the kitchen. I see this kind of in CC a lot, but for some reason, despite using a lot of CC, something about build CC just makes me nervous and I get intimidated by it. So I do like kind of having this look. It almost has a CC like look to it, and so I like having it in my game. So lastly, we will talk about the Bust the Dust kit, and I think that this is by far the most heavily debated of the 3 kits. So it did only come with those 5 vacuums that you saw. It comes with the 2 aspirations, and it comes with a dust mechanic. So basically, when you have this, I'm sure you guys have noticed, the floor is kind of sparkling here. So basically, this means that you have now the possibility to gather dust, and for dust to show up, she can check the dust level of the floor. So we'll have her do that so she can kind of see how clean the floor is. It should be plenty clean because she hasn't done anything, but you know, we can have her look. We'll see what that animation looks like, or if it is an animation or she just kind of... Okay, so it looks like she's kind of smelling, she's checking, and we get this notification. The floor level is clean. The sparkling surrounding fills Sims with focus, inspiration, and energy. Keep up the good work or else your home will become dusty. So looking, she has this positive moodlet from sparkling clean surroundings. Rashida feels invigorated and inspired by her sparkling clean surroundings. Being in a well-cared for environment will help Rashida be more productive and creative in many different pursuits. As long as she keeps things clean, she will be more successful at working from home and learning new skills. So I like that. It seems like we're going to be getting a boost from having a clean home. I think that's going to be pretty beneficial for her, and I think that's something that can kind of come into play in a lot of my different saves. I do a lot of challenges or like legacies. I do a lot of family play, so I think it's interesting to kind of add this and have more chores to be able for my Sims to do. We'll have her put this little handheld vacuum in her inventory so we can kind of see what the animation looks like for her vacuuming with it. So let's have her vacuum to perfection. So I think she may actually use this stand-up vacuum. She already had it in there. And you have the option to choose a favorite vacuum. I have this one set as her favorite. So I think that's why she's doing that. But so this is what the animation looks like for vacuuming. So it's looks like vacuuming. I really don't know what else to say. I do think it's well animated. I don't really think it looks like any other animation that's currently in the game, so I think it's definitely a new animation. And she looks like she's vacuuming. I mean, it's a wood floor, so, you know, go off, sis. I think that it would have been nice to have had like mops as a part of this kit. I think if we're gonna go with cleaning, I think, you know, a variety of cleaning probably would have been a good way to go for this, but I like the idea of this one. So this is what it looks like. She's just gonna vacuum away. And let's change and choose this one as her favorite vacuum. Okay, so she did get some more moodlets from vacuuming. So she got this no dust left behind. Rashida's going on a vacuuming kick and has no plans of ceasing her relentless assault on the dust occupying her home. Spurred on by a fresh burst of energy and focus, Rashida could do this all day. The floors will rue the day they tested Rashida's resolve. She also has a perfectionist zeal. Obviously, the best way to keep a clean house is to clean before it gets dirty. As Rashida keeps cleaning, her desire for a perfectly clean house will get stronger. So I'm actually going to take both of these vacuums from her because I want to see what the animation is for the other vacuum. I especially want to see if it is similar to... Interesting. Okay, so I actually don't know... We do also have the option to polish to perfection. It is just, I assume, a new cleaning interaction, or a differently worded cleaning interaction. I think it'll probably end up sparkly, but we'll wait and see until she gets done to see if there's a different like sparkle to it when it's clean now. No sparkles. I was hoping that it would sparkle at least since we're polishing it to perfection. I actually don't know what the handheld vacuum is for. When she has it, she doesn't have the option to just vacuum to perfection like she did with the other things. Okay, so I can vacuum to perfection this counter. So it looks like the handheld vacuum is for like counters, I was clicking around to see if there's anything else she could vacuum with it, but this was pretty much all I could see. So this is the animation for the handheld vacuum. It does look pretty, I guess it's not super similar to the smog machine just because it's like a one-handed interaction, but I could definitely see some similarities there. This is not good vacuuming technique because she is just standing away from the counter. That's not how you vacuum, but if she likes it, I love it. So this is kind of the other interaction. So these are both of the new interactable objects that come with the Bust the Dust kit. I think the big thing for this kit is the additional gameplay with the dust. I will say that in my opinion, I'm a little bit torn about this kit in particular, and it's because the dust is complicated. It's not just regular dust, it's dust with a personality, and I don't know how to feel about that. I like the idea of having chores and more chores in my game because it can add the potential for realism, but if the dust is a bunny and I can be friends with it, it takes away from the realism just a little bit. So I'm really not sure how I feel about that. I think maybe that would have been better if we could have added it to something else that would have been interactable, like having an actual bunny as a small pet as opposed to a dust bunny. But I also did want to point out that you can turn off the dust mechanics if it's not something that you want to have in your game. So if you go into your game options and pack settings, this is something that you could disable if it's something you don't want in a particular save. I think it's something I'll probably keep on in all my saves because I think it'll add a little bit of a challenge, especially to some of my saves, like my 100 baby save. I definitely think it'd be kind of fun to have dust and have to try to keep that house clean. But basically, to kind of wrap up and say my opinions on all the kits, as far as the value goes, I think it varies. I do think that at the end of the day, I was expecting these kits to be closer to like a third of the cost of a stuff pack because I feel like that's kind of what we're seeing from the content. And I still stand by that. I think that $4.99 is a bit much, but I am happy to have them in my game. I think they add something to my game. So I think it really just varies. I think everyone's kind of going to have to assess for themselves if they think these kits are worth it or not. In the future, I would love to see kind of some expansion on these kits. I think a beautiful idea I've been seeing kind of going around Twitter is the idea of having CC creators be able to create kits and kind of have EA sell those and kind of split those profits with those CC creators. I think that would be amazing. I think that them adding the CC in with the 21st birthday update has really opened the windows or the doors for that, and I think it's something that would really be amazing for them to kind of take advantage of. I also think that in the future, I'd be interested for kids to have something a little bit more, I don't know, to be a little more different, to be something that maybe a lot of people wouldn't want in a pack, but it'd be really interesting for some people. So like seeing more like period casts, so like things from the 50s, the 60s, or even like the 1800s, and you know, the decade challenge is really popular for a lot of people. So it's kind of seeing those things being added into the game, but something you don't have to have, but if you're into it, I think that would be a good way for the kits to go. I do hope that in the future kits will be a little bit bigger, or maybe add a little bit more to the game. So you guys will have to let me know, what do you think about kits? Are you going to buy any of these kits? Have you purchased any of these kits? And kind of what do you think about seeing this model? Do you think there's too many options for DLC in The Sims 4 now? Or do you think this kind of aligns with the Sims 3 store? Because I'll admit, I never purchased anything from the Sims 3 store, so this is a little bit different for me. I don't know. I'm still on the fence. Even having purchased these, I'm on the fence. I'll kind of have to see how the Bust the Dust, the more gameplay based kit goes as I'm continuing to play with it to see if I think it was worth the money. But I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to my opinion. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And until next time, bye.